Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna talk about Virgil Abloh. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. It was recently announced that he has passed away from cancer. Um, and if you don't know who he is, he was the creative director of Louis Vuitton the men's section, and he was also the creative director at Kanye West creative agency Donda. Him and Kanye was the best of friends at one point. I think they had a little falling out. If you watch Kanye West on Drink Champs, I believe he mentioned him on Drink Champs. But the part I want to get to is his ties to this Maxwell lady, Epstein, the flight log, and all that good stuff. Now, if you don't know, back in 2020 when they had everybody in the house and they was controlling the mentals, there was a civil suit that took place. I zoomed in for y'all. Yes, Virgil is on the list. He is defendant number 28. Now, I'm just going to go over some of the things that were said in the paperwork. I'm gonna go over what happened, etc., etc. My main thing is, how did he end up on the list in the first place? How do you get on this list in this civil suit? Now, let's go over what the plaintiffs are alleging happened. Now, basically, let's go down to number 3. It says here that the defendants, named or identified as those, are accused of aiding and abetting. They're accused of spying. They're accused of stalking, repeatedly drugging, abducting, hostage taking, kidnapping, sexual assault, abuse, extortion, exploitation. All of this different stuff is what they are accused of within this lawsuit that took place back in 2020 when everybody was in the house, right? Other things that happened in this case, it says that the defendants, basically, let me tell y'all, because I read it. I'm going to just, instead of reading it to y'all like y'all in school, I'm going to just tell y'all what it said. It basically saying that the defendants was used to do all these different tasks for the top 3 defendants. 1, 2, and 3 was the main defendants. The top 3 defendants is the 1953 trust, which is Epstein. Because if you don't know how people be putting stuff underneath trust to be protected, learn about it. I might do a video about it one day because all of my stuff is protected within a trust. And when you take people to court, you might be taking the trust to court, or you may be taking a business to court. Because if y'all didn't know, you can look in the Constitution. A corporation is considered a person. So that's why when you go to, when people be in court, it be like the United States versus whoever, and it be like, who is the United States? There can be a corporation, which is what the United States is, can be considered a person. So when people are going to court, sometimes you don't know the person by name because a corporation is also a person. But anyway, I'll do a video on that one day if people are interested, because that's how they stay protected. But anyway, let's go to it. So the top 3 defendants, before I get off topic, is Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, and good old Sean Carter, a.k.a. Jay-Z. Now, they say they were the main 3 allegedly in this civil suit that took place. They are the main 3, and they used the other defendants to allegedly do tasks for them. Whether it was, you need to go do this, you need to go allegedly kidnap a person, allegedly go pick up a person, minors or non-minors, allegedly. All of this different type of stuff. So some of the things that stood out to me in the paperwork right here, says the defendants engaged in this criminal and psychopathic conduct as a form of specific criminal intention designed as sexual harassment, extortion, physical torture, etc., 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 right? So it's basically saying that this is what the defendants allegedly was sent to do. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. I just popped in to say, make sure you head on over to FreeDomeApparel.com. I have t-shirts, Protect Your Energy t-shirts, It's the Melanin t-shirts, and my FreeDome Apparel logo t-shirts, and many more. I also have fanny packs, and I also have masks to match the t-shirts. If you find anything interesting, the link will be in the description box below. So let's get right back into the video. It says that when the plaintiffs refused to do or cooperate with whatever the defendants were sent to do, they began to the defendants allegedly began to target their families, their children, their grandchildren, taking people hostage, trying to get money from them, all of this different type of stuff. Yes, children was involved. You can see it right here in number 9. Daughters, 14 grandchildren, all of this different type of stuff that took place in this civil suit. Now, other things that stood out to me that says here, the defendants, Harvey Weinstein, Sean Carter, and Epstein, conspired together and with the other defendants to illegally transact a purchase agreement giving them ownership of plaintiff number 1 while she was a minor. Now go down to number 16. The defendants, Harvey Weinstein, Sean Carter, and Jeffrey Epstein, at no time communicated with nor received permission from plaintiff number 2 and 3. So plaintiff number 2 and 3 must have been the guardian of plaintiff number 1. And they're saying that the defendants 1, 2, and 3, Weinstein, Epstein, and Carter, basically tried to take ownership of the girl. And the other defendants, if you go down to number 18, basically was helping them do that. Now, that's just what the paperwork say. Now, if you go on to the end part, another thing that stood out was that it says the defendants allegedly began to basically spy on the child. Been looking at her since she was a little girl. And it's go on and more details about it. If you want to read the rest of the case, you can. That's why I left the case number at the top. Just go look at it. It's actually disgusting once you pay attention. Like once you actually read it, this is not the first case that's like this. This is not will not be the last case. I will like to point out that this case was dismissed. And it was only dismissed because the judge took it as a joke. Now, that does not mean that the stuff in this case, the things that was alleged in this case was not true. It doesn't mean that it's, it doesn't mean it's true or false. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. I just popped in to say to head on over to FreeDomeApparel.com. We got our new hoodies out now. It's about to get cold outside, so go ahead and grab you a hoodie. We also have t-shirts. It's the Melanin t-shirts, FreeDome logo Apparel t-shirts. I have my ancestor t-shirts. So if you see something you like, head on over to FreeDomeApparel.com. Now let's get back into the video. Now, if you go on Twitter, you'll see that people were talking about it, but I do think the name is shadow banned because this is not exclusive information. This is public knowledge. It's been public knowledge ever since the judge decided to release it back not too long ago. So people were talking about it, and people were basically saying they think that he's a part of the criminal side of the case, but no, it was actually the civil side of the case. But he's a part of it. Either way it goes. Like your name has come up in connections with Epstein and Maxwell and all these other people in this flight log, etc., etc. So my question is really, how did you get on the list? What role do y'all think he played as a fashion person? Because when you see like Off-White, he was the owner of Off-White. I believe he sold it for like $600 million or something like that. When they are marketing these clothing brands, a lot of the times they are marketed 2 children, right? Not to say that he has done anything with kids. I'm just, damn. A lot of the times it be the kids that's wearing those kind of brands, unless it's the Louis Vuitton. They use them famous people to make folks be intrigued on buying that. Because when I have looked at their items, I'm like, who thinks this is just bum? But anyway, moving on. What role do y'all think he could have played in this whole situation? Do y'all think he have any ties to this case, or is it all just hearsay? Well, we know it's hearsay, but do y'all think it's nothing, like no ties? Like his name was just on there just to be on there. He ain't done nothing. I'm really curious to know how y'all feel about this situation. Because his name is on there for some reason. Somebody named him, and they said he was doing something out here in these streets. Whether it's true or not, we would never know. Well, I ain't gonna say we would never. Well, I don't know, because like I said, they all connected. So if one tell, all gotta go. And I'm talking about from the top to the bottom. It's probably judges involved. It could be, well, we'll say the government's involved. Very high-powered people could be involved in these cases. So if one tell, maybe, you know what? Maybe they do things like, we'll tell on these few just to, save the rest of us. Kind of like how R. Kelly went down and everybody trying to act like they didn't know, but y'all knew. Kind of like that. But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation down in the comments. What role, if any, do y'all think he played in the connection with this lady over here and Epstein and Carter, Weinstein, and all them other different things? Y'all let me know what y'all think. That's all I got to say about it. I'm out.